Hi, it's Simon from Castlebrush Miniature Painting Studio, yet again with another commission summary. And today's guest, as you can see, will be the Scions of Papa Nurgle, the Death Guard. We have here quite a collection of the allied warriors, along with quite a big mass of poxwalkers. I'm gonna be showing you in a minute. So as you can see, we already have some poxwalkers here on the table. I took some time and assembled them to show you the whole group. I won't be showing each 5 of those since they are quite fiddly on the movement trace, but I will just reassemble maybe disassemble them and show you some interesting pieces right in a minute, so you can see and really appreciate the hard work we did for those miniatures. Okay, well, those are all miniatures from the Dark Imperium set, as well as the easy to build ones. And yeah, this is just one example of a conversion. I'd say this weapon looks pretty great. The overall feel of those guys is also amazing, and they complement really nice the existing Death Guard we did within this commission. So another example again, this is the champion level paint job. So every surface is base coated, shaded and highlighted appropriately for the surface type. So you may expect some flat highlights on the skin parts. You may expect some nice edge highlights for some more defined parts, like those sacks in here. We also added a bit of effects like the gloss for the tentacles. Here you can see how they shine, and of course some rust and radiation effect, and of course blood for the blood god, because nothing is complete without a bit of blood. Okay, so this is apparently the Poxwalker's champion, perhaps, and I'm gonna just show you another one for a comparison to show you how we differentiate similar miniatures in such commissions, so that they don't look all the same. As you can see, there are visible differences between those two guys. I'm gonna just turn them around for you. So you can already say that they are from the same squad, but they look different. Alright. So I'm back after a little refreshing, and now we can show you the Plague Marines part. We have exclusively just the characters in this commission, so let's cover those, and then we'll go to the Deathshroud bodyguards, which are the most interesting in the whole commission. So as you can see here, we have the 4 Blightspawn, Noxious Blightbringer, Biologus Putrifier, Plague Surgeon, and the Plague Champion. So let's start with the smallest beast here, which is the Plague Champion. Alright, so as I mentioned previously, whole Death Guard Plague Marines part is our Overlord level, which means more advanced shadows and more advanced highlights than we do on the champion level. So as you can see, we can get some really nice rust effects here, some really nice defined, really neat highlights, which is not so obvious for the commission painters, but it's one of those parts that you should be really looking for when choosing your commission painter. Alright, so this is just me talking out loud. Let's jump from the Plague Champion to the Plague Surgeon, with some nice green glow on his bone saw. Look at this, just perfect. There's a bit of extra colors. Yeah, I'm sure you will be able to see his face if I do this up close, and this is just horrid. Again, those were radiated and turned into walking radiation bringers. Yeah, that would be a great way to say it. Alright, so it's obviously a bit of grimdark. Again, as I mentioned at the start, it's basically our interpretation of the Mezgike Black Deathguard scheme. I'm sure you must seen it on the web, and here's how we did it. This is the Biologus Putrifier, and of course the most interesting in the whole sculpt are those bottles and grenades, where he keep his concussions and plagues. Alright, a bit of a close-up on this shoulder pad. Look how neatly those effects are made. And now the helmet. And we back up. Alright, and again, this is also an example of our Overlord paint job on some Plague Marines. So the next miniature is the Fall Blightspawn, where we painted a bit of a foam or maybe air bubbles effect on the tank. Again, black armor, a bit of rust, and green radiating fluids pouring from the cracks of the armor. Pretty disgusting, but really good looking scheme. So Mezgike, if you will be watching this, we salute you. This is a really great scheme, and we are grateful that we were able to copy it for one of our customers. So the last character here will be the Noxious Blightbringer, where we played a bit more with the OSL effect, which is the most notorious part of the Mezgike scheme, as you can see on the helmet and the plasma pistol here. I mean, this miniature is so great in this particular scheme that it would be just a shame not to do it like this. The back is also really nice example of what we can do with paint on miniatures. So always, as usual, or maybe as always, if you're interested in commission, while we have quite a long queue right now, we are always interested, and we can get your quote really soon. So don't be a stranger and don't be afraid to write to us. So I'm back, and you will all know why I was so excited about those trio of the Deathshroud bodyguard. So let's start with this guy. Again, our interpretation of the Black Deathguard Mezgike scheme. Let's just show you those details on the base, and this is just crazy how detailed this is. Let's look at the top and the plague flies. And what's this? Oh yeah, it's a freehand. It's one of the icons from the Deathguard Codex, and it is just mind-blowing. And I'm gonna back it up a bit to show you the scale. And now for a close-up so you can see how good it is. I hope we'll catch our focus. Oh yes, yes we have it. Just perfect. Alright, so let's jump to the next one. Next Deathshroud. Again, this is our Overlord paint job. Advanced shadows, advanced highlights than the more advanced than the previously mentioned champion. This is a level pretty good for your characters and your allied warriors. lieutenants, captains, or however you name them. Okay, so enough of this, and let's jump to another freehand. Yes, of course, each of those have its own freehand. So it's another Nurgle icon from the Deathguard Codex, and this is just as good as the previous one. Now for the scale. Alright, we have it. So yeah, it's that small. And let's go to the last one, which is the Deathshroud bodyguard leader. Isn't this miniature amazing? I mean, you'll see it once we have the focus again. Alright. So again, black Mezgike skin, a bit of a less effect than the previous iterations of the Marines. And now for the final treat, which is the freehand here, and it's just, well, I won't be wrong if I say that this is something each Deathguard player would like to see on his or her miniatures. Boy, this is just amazing. Those are awfully beautiful, aren't they? So let us know if you like this kind of paint job, or maybe you prefer the classic take on the Deathguard skin. Leave a comment below and just let us know. Please don't forget to click the like button and subscribe if you'd like to know when we publish our next video. As always, please consider checking our other social media channels where we also publish our work, most notably Instagram, Facebook and Reddit. And if you'd like to know more about us, head to our website castlebrush.eu, where our quality levels are available in a 360 degrees view, and see the sample prices for our services. Remember, if you'd like us to paint for you, don't be a stranger and write to us through our contact form on our website, or simply send an email to office@castlebrush.eu. Thanks for watching, and see you all really soon next time.